Wes Nelson. I have been chatting to you ever since you left the villa. I feel like I've watched you blossom into this beautiful rose. Does it feel like a lifetime ago that you started doing the red carpet events and you came out of the villa, and it just seems mad to me?
Yeah, I honestly deep this yesterday, and I was talking to Josh on the phone, and we was actually talking about some things that happened on Love Island, and I was just like, geez, I can't actually remember some like bits and bobs. Like, it feels like an absolute lifetime ago. Like, there's been so much that's happened in this 2.5 year, almost 3 year period, and it's crazy to think that it's all happened in 2.5 to 3 years. Like, there's so much that's happened, and it's been the best time of my life. Though it's been so fun.
I feel like you've ticked so many boxes since you left the villa. You must feel like a very happy bunny.
I'm very happy with everything that I've achieved over the past 2 years has been so good for me. Like, everything that I've sort of set my mind to, I've really knuckled down and got it. And I think that's another thing that's inspired me to really, really knuckle down on music, is because I've proven to myself that I can do things that I never would have dreamt about doing before. It just shows you there is no limit as long as you really do put your head down and really graft. So, yeah.
Pinch yourself.
It's been a good learning curve.
It's real. There's obviously no regrets with the journey that you've made to get here.
No regrets whatsoever. I think everything that I've done, I've always gone with. I've thought with my heart, not my head, in everything. And I think that's the best way to be, because, like I said, my biggest fear in life is regrets. And if I've made a decision based on me calculating something in my head and then it goes wrong, I'll be kicking myself. But if I go off how I feel and it goes wrong, I can't regret that, because it's just how I felt. But everything so far has gone right. So I'm sticking to the heart at the moment. It's doing good for me in this decision making game.
Have you got any of the Islanders slipping in your DMs like, mate, look, I've always wanted to be a singer. Can we do a collab?
No one's asked for a collab, but there's been a lot of Islanders that have jumped into my DMs and congratulated me, which has been really, really nice to see. That everyone's getting behind it. There's been no negativity from anyone at all. It's just been non-stop support, and I'm honestly so grateful for it.
That's so good, and I'm so glad you rapped for us on the show, because we all knew how good you were at making songs up and rapping and being a lad. So it's kind of teased us then, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the thing is, with the X Factor, it was a great learning curve for me, and it taught me a lot about the music industry and made me fall in love with it even more than I already was. Because I was in love with music before, not necessarily the industry, because I've never seen that side of it. So that taught me to fall in love with the industry. I love it, and don't get me wrong, there's ups and downs in the industry, and it's not all plain sailing. I'm quite happy the way it's going right now, and we've not had any blips, and I'm gassed about that. I'm sure there will be in the future. You never know. You dash don't know. But what I've seen from the industry so far has been super welcoming, super nice, and I'm really excited to keep going.
I'm talking about welcoming, babe. You're basically sandwiched between Justin Bieber and Jason Derulo on the charts.
When you say it like that, that's a bit weird. I've never really deeped it like that. That is a bit odd.
Is that not incredible?
Yeah, honestly, I'm so gassed about it. Like, when you see names like that either side of it, I'm like, oh God, is that who I'm really sat at the table with? Like, that is nuts. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't in the same category as them just yet, but I definitely aspire to be.
Just away from the tune for a second, how are you? How was lockdown? Did it enable you to be more creative and write songs? And were you okay?
Lockdown's been the best period career-wise probably for me in my entire life, because it's just taken every single distraction that could possibly ever distract me and put it in the bin, and then allowed me to just completely focus on everything that I wanted to do, which is music. And when would I ever be able to have the time to sit down for 15 to 20 hours a day for 3 months? Never. I'd be filming something, I'd be doing a shoot, I'd be doing this, that, and the other, going out seeing friends. There's no way that I'd be getting 4 hours of sleep every night and being able to work for 20 hours a day. There's no way in hell. And it's just enabled me to really, really, really knuckle down.
And if you could have shared your house, flat, wherever you were in lockdown, with any other Islander from any series, who would it have been?
Josh, I did it. I was with him in lockdown, of course. Josh is my best friend. Of course, it's got to be Josh.
Has he tried to edge in on any of the tracks?
Oh my God, Josh. What was the thing? Oh yeah, when was it? When I was writing the song, he came into my room as I was writing the second verse, and he was just like, "Oh, I know." I said, "Oh, I just can't think of the last word of this song. The last word of this sentence." I was like, "You know, the check's got me moving like I'm." And then Josh was like, "Pac-Man." I was like, "Pac-Man, yeah, Pac-Man." I was like, "That works," and it made it into the song. And then Josh was like, "Yep, gonna need a 10% cut for that." Obviously, he's taking a bit.
What have you done? You've created a monster.
No. No. Josh has never asked for anything else. Josh was just more than happy with me coming downstairs and giving him a new song every night because I was pretty much churning out a song a day. So he was happy to just be. We have a living room listening party every night.
That is actually the dream. Are you still with him now?
No, I moved back into my gaff, but I'm on my own now. So I just moved out temporarily when I split with Arabella at the start of lockdown. So I just went into Josh's, and then as soon as we could sort out where we're living and accommodation, I moved back in and I just took it on myself. So
the two single lads during lockdown, I bet that was just savage.
No, because it's lockdown. What can you do? There's nothing you can do.
I was going to ask you, were there any
gaff together? Me, Josh, and John.
Were there any Zoom dates, virtual Zoom dates in each room happening?
No Zoom dates. When I say I literally my Zoom was literally taken up with all production. All the songs that I did through lockdown were through Zoom.
Do you think because you've been single and you've been able to concentrate on that, that's why it's kind of happened?
I think there's a certain degree of dedication and commitment that you have to have in a relationship. Of course there is. You have to, even if you're super busy, you still have to devote time to your other half. That is a fact. And obviously, because we split, that commitment to that, then maybe however many hours that would be in a day, I have them back now. So I could just completely invest them into music. So it's not to say that if I was with someone that I couldn't do what I've done already, but for sure, it definitely allowed me to have more time to just sit there in a studio 15 hours a day and not have to move.
I love it.
I think my other half would be pretty annoyed if I was sat in a studio for 15 to 20 hours a day and stayed in bed with her for 4 hours a night, like 5 o'clock in the morning.